In Washington, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi making a major announcement today. She will not remain a part of leadership. Alexandra Limon joins us live with what that means to Democrats. Alexandra?
Hi there, good evening. And this announcement comes after that violent attack on Speaker Pelosi's husband, Paul Pelosi, and after Democrats lost the House majority. After 2 decades at the top of her party, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi announced she will no longer be a part of Democratic leadership.
Now we must move boldly into the future.
In 2006, Pelosi made history as the first woman to become Speaker.
Never would I have thought that someday I would go from homemaker to House Speaker.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer was in the House chamber to congratulate Pelosi.
One of the greatest legislators and greatest people I've ever met.
It's expected the new Democratic leadership could also make history. The leading candidate to take Pelosi's place is New York Congressman Hakeem Jeffries, who would be the first black party leader. After securing a narrow House majority, Republicans announced their focus in the upcoming Congress will be investigating President Joe Biden.
Shortly after announcing his campaign for president, Joe Biden told the American people he had nothing to do with and never had conversations with his family about their business dealings. That was a lie.
The GOP says that investigation will also extend to his son, Hunter.
So we're committed to doing it in an aggressive fashion, but in a way that's consistent with the Constitution.
Now, Republicans also just selected California's Kevin McCarthy as their nominee for Speaker of the House. Reporting live in Washington, Alexandra Limon.
And Alexandra, is it a guarantee that Kevin McCarthy will be the next Speaker?
You know, it's not a guarantee. McCarthy still has to get the 218 votes to be selected as the Speaker of the House. And as you know, right now, Republicans only have 218 seats so far, and some of those Republicans would actually like to select a speaker that's even more conservative than McCarthy.
Alex, thank you so much.